The knot I like is called a single Windsor. The reason why is because it's always a perfect triangle, and I'll demonstrate. Okay, now for this knot, I want to have the long side to my right, short side to my left, and about the rib cage length for the short side. First step is to take the long side, bring it over, wrap it all the way around, and up and through the front. Pull that down. Make sure this part is snug. Okay, now same direction all the way around again, but up and through the back this time. And again. Now this last fold is the most important one. Now when I pull the long side through for the final time, I'm tightening it down. But this part here, now go back in there and get it. Straighten this part out. Straighten that last fold out. And what happens when you do that is this part gets nice and crisp. It gets smaller every time. Now, tighten it down. Now, if you so choose, you can go back in there again and get it one more time. Straighten that out and do it one more time. Now, if you do that, you'll always end up with a perfect triangle. And it's a nice, crisp, clean knot. Tighten it up to where it's comfortable on your neck. Now the length of the tie changes. Some guys like wearing them a little shorter. I'm a believer that they should go down to your belt buckle. Should be somewhere within an inch of your belt buckle, and then it's the proper length.
Okay, so today I'll show you how I do personally prefer to tie my tie. So first of all, what I would do is start by putting it like that and raising the collar of the shirt just before doing this button here, and then have it just a little bit so the wider end is a little bit longer than the narrow end, and then before doing the button just put down the collar of the shirt, button it up, make it a little bit looser in here, and then you want to have the narrow end just about an inch to inch and a half away from your belt, and then starting up in here you have the wide end on top of the narrow end. Do one loop like that just underneath the narrow end, and then again, and then you put your finger in down in here so you can create a loop where the wide end can go into it. And then it goes on top. Now you have the two ends loose. So what you do is you take again the wide end and you do like a little simple dimple in here, and then you pass it through again. Then you get a nice knot in here with a dimple. Tie it up. Get a nice proportion between the narrow and the wide end. That's it.
So usually first off, when I'm looking for a tie, I kind of look for weight. So standardly with ties, there's different types of fusings that are used inside, and they come at different weights. So based on the weight that you have, it will tie differently. I usually stick with very basics, navies, charcoals, greens, stuff that's very neutral palettes to work really well with a lot of options. So for myself, I just am doing a seersucker and a navy tie here. Something that's lightweight for summer options. So a lot of people struggle with neck wear in the summer. So this is just going to give you a secondary option that's going to perform in hot, humid weather and give you another look with the texture. Texture is always a really big thing for me because I find that a lot of ties lack. They kind of look all uniform and silk. And when you're wearing things like cotton or stretch fabrics, something like this is going to change an outfit and kind of take it from 0 to 60 real fast. So starting the knot, collar up, top button always done. That's the best position. If you're going to wear the collar open, then do it open, but most people I suggest wearing it with it up for structure, keep the knot in place. So we're going to do the double knot. So essentially it's going around twice. We're going to add length and width, but not going overly like the double Windsor would. So we're going around once, twice, and then up and through. So this is pretty standard. It's almost as close as to the single, but you're adding more length on the knot by having it further down on the tie. And then as far as it goes for preference, I always like to have a dimple. That's going to give you a little structure. It's going to showcase the fusing in the actual neckwear, and it's going to give you a different look. And then once you pop the collar down, always try to slide the tie up and into place, and then tail untucked. Personal preference on that one. Jacket then up, and you're ready to go.